welcome to another episode of What the F, where F is still and will always be embedded finance. This show is brought to you by Zwitch.io, which empowers businesses to embed financial services in their product workflow. And we are a bunch of curious folks who really want to explore the full potential that this domain has to offer. So with that intention, we had started off this series, and after several conversations with individuals who are working in and around this space, we have had some intriguing insights which we are always sharing with our extended community. Furthering that, we today have yet another interesting interaction with Kumar Mayank, who is the founder of Zimyo, which is the #1 human experience platform. So Mayank, thank you so much for taking out your time for doing this episode with us. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself, and also what exactly does human experience platform mean?
Well, thank you for the introduction, Amit. I'll talk about my startup because for an entrepreneur, the startup comes before his own identity now. So Zimyo is actually it's a SMB HRMS platform with a new banking offering for the SMB employee, right? So what we basically do is that we go out, offer our HRMS and payroll to a lot of these SMB in the country and around. And then to the employee itself, we offer something like a lending product, advanced salaries, MD lending, insurance, retirement plans, and many other things that can help him make his life better. So if you look at when we talk about employee experience, people are looking at it that maybe the software, let's say the HRMS experience or maybe engagement module can help them better it. But what does the employee actually need, right? He needs maybe a small EMI to pay off the immediate current debt he's in. Maybe he needs a coverage during this COVID, and maybe after that, he wants to protect his family for. He has his savings, he wants to invest it. So there are a lot of other needs that nobody's talking about. And if you really want to talk about employees' experiences, real benefit, this is the segment that Zimyo is looking to serve, right? That there is this unmet financial and non-financial needs of an employee that we really want to serve. And this borrows from my experience, and now I'm going to talk about it, is that I was into microfinance, worked with Jana, Equitas. I was managing their, first the lending portfolio for Jana, and then digital platforms for Equitas. And that is where the genesis of Zimyo came, right? Working with SMEs and realizing that the primary borrower to the microfinance was this SMB workers, because no financial institute was ready to serve them. So that is where we build the bridge, build the SMB HRMS, build the fintech engine, and plug them together to start Zimyo, right?
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So one like, I just out of curiosity, I have always liked companies that whose name starts with the letter Z. So I like Zwitch, Zwitch starts with Z, and happens to start with Z. So just wanted to understand, this is a very unusual, very interesting name, Zimyo. In many ways, what exactly it is, and is it connected to what you guys are doing, or would love to know about that.
Well, actually, the first parameter when we started to name the company was that it should be easily pronounceable, or maybe easily recallable, or maybe 2-syllable thing, right? But the second, we wanted it to mean something regarding product, because me and my partner, both Ajay, are both ex-product managers. So when we looked at it up, Zimyo means features, right? So if you look at what we have built, apart from when I say it's a HRMS stack, look at the features it has. You have got a recruitment automation, performance. Even in performance, you've got a performance OKR. I mean, the entire HR world and the entire fintech world. So together, all these benefits came out together as Zimyo.
Awesome. That sounds really interesting. So with that, I want to understand, so Zimyo happens to be in the HR tech space. So, tell us, how does it distinguishes itself from the other players, in the similar space? So how does Zimyo operate differently, or what is different about Zimyo compared to the other HRMS portals, or HR tech space, whatever the players are there?
No, I think it's a very valid question, and the answer is very simple. When products used to get built, right, they used to be especially in HR space, they used to be built for HR folks, like the promoter, the company owners who would just say that, we just want payroll to be processed. Nobody used to care about the employee. right? So when we come in and we talk about employees, right, and it can be people like me when I was working, and someone even, let's say, working in a VC community, right? The idea is that we now have to even think about the employee, right? And people like me and you can get maybe credit card, phone calls 10 times a day even, right? But there is a vast majority of population who nobody's even reaching out to, right? Forget credit card, like to even allow them to have a bank account, right? So when we start to look at this space and we said that, this is a segment we want to offer financial benefits, our biggest realization was there is no competition, right? Because everyone is keen to, serve the employer, and nobody's talking about employees. So when we came in, it was an easy acquisition, and plus we didn't just come in for talking about, let's say, a mobile based attendance marking, or you can file expense on the go, or something like which is intuitive, which should have been there, but also on the benefits space, right? Nobody was offering these benefits. So pre-COVID, everyone was talking about, how the processes and things should be in place, and more about processes and technology. Post-COVID, it's all about humans and experience, right? So now I think all the HRMS and the new age SaaS that will come to the market will be all talking about employee centric, right? Even the employers know it, that they are standing there because their employees are helping them, stand there, right? Still in the market, upbeat and still kicking. So this is where we come in. I think this is the trend now. Everyone, even the best of the employers, look to cover their employees. Yeah, and that's where Zimio feels the need.
Absolutely.
Hope that answers the question.
No, absolutely. That is a very interesting, and I think, like you rightly mentioned, right? Like in the pre and the everything is now divided in that pre-COVID phase and the post-COVID phase. So it's a realization, the sooner you can adapt to that particular mindset, and also identify the challenges worth solving for in this new post-COVID era. So I think that kind of gives people an edge. And talking about edge, the other day I was just stalking your LinkedIn profile, and I just happened to see that you have mentioned embedded finance. In your profile bio, you just mentioned embedded finance. So that brings me to that particular question, and also I realized that you're working in this HR tech space and a lot of the things that you just mentioned. So my question to you is, how do you plan to leverage embedded finance for something like Zimio, and what are potential use cases according to you?
Well, we are the best potential use case, right? I'll tell you why. So when we started this, right, the thought was very altruist, right? I was working in microfinance and I realized that, and stats speak for itself, that 95% of the country population is not under financial inclusion, right? Nobody is talking about access to financial products for this good workforce. And let's say India has around 160 million SMB workforce. What is the insurance penetration? Less than 0.01%, right? What's the credit penetration? Less than 0.5 penetration. So SME employee, right? It has been castigated like anything. Nobody is offering him anything. So this was more of an altruist thought when I was building this setup. But if you put the business model of it, it comes out beautifully. Because the base is so much and there's an unmet demand, what you're doing is that you're just making it accessible. And how you're doing it? Through a platform. So when we said that we want to build a SaaS and then we want to build a fintech, embedded finance was not the word in 2017, right? People used to mock us even at which is how are you going to build two businesses, right? So today we are one of the biggest SMB HRMS, as well as for this SMB workforce, right? This unbankable, supposedly, as per the reports, we would be one of the biggest providers, right? So looking back, you can always connect the dots looking backwards. So to us, when you say that embedded finance, how you're going to serve them, I think that was the genesis, right? The reason we are not from SaaS, we are not from HR, right? But our HR would be the hottest, selling SMB HRMS, not in the country, across the world. The reason being is you have to be caring about the segment, right? The finance piece of it, everyone says, when they say about employee benefits, that we have given maybe a paternity leave off or something, that's not what he needs, right? Or maybe she needs, right? They need financial independence. And if you can get it to them, then there's no better model than the embedded finance model we are pulling off. We are pulling off access to credit. we are pulling off access to insurance to get insurance covered. We are pulling off access to credit, and all to a workforce that didn't know about financial product. And meantime, and I'm not saying that it's a one-time pitch, right? When you are in the HRMS, you are with the employee throughout his journey till the time he's with the company. He knows that if nobody else will guide him on how to buy a financial product, there's Zimyo, right? So his faith in us on what we serve to him is phenomenal. He trusts us to say, like, he will reach out to his HR and they will say that we need a training on how I can tax save or how I can retirement plan. And this was unheard of, right? Even in MNCs and the big corporates, there aren't any help desk that talks about your welfare, right? So when you talk about the embedded finance journey, it's not an embedded journey for us as like people running Zimyo or maybe the business as such. But look at that employee. To him, it is a journey for him, right? He's marking his attendance, he's paying his taxes, he's doing everything, all while getting taxes during his employment journey. Now that's true sense of embedded finance, right? I'm not talking about embedded lead gen, like you're ordering pizza, so someday you will get offered that, now you can take a loan because you've been ordering pizza. No, we are here to guide him. We are here to help him. Like if he needs in the midst of COVID, even if he needs some money, everything is pre-approved. One click, he gets a loan, 10 minutes flat. That is the vision how we started, and I think it's moving on phenomenal.
Awesome. That's actually very interesting. Especially I can vouch for the tax part, which is it's a very big especially like a lot of people actually struggle through it. Like and if a platform like Zimyo is solving that, I think that's incredible. So now just one thing I wanted to understand, like you mentioned about a lot of things that the platform is aspires to do. But at the moment, like where exactly, which stage would you say that Zimyo is currently in? Like what exactly Zimyo offering in terms of like the solutions? And
exactly. So we started in 2018 Jan. October 18 we launched with our HRMS product. We acquired customers, so you need to have customers to cross-sell the financial product. So took us 2 years. I'm talking about 20 October. We started with our financial product launches. It took us, again, what everyone sees in the front is just a click, 2 clicks and you get a loan, right? How easy. But it took us after we launched our HRMS, we built our fintech products. Took us 2 years to build the entire journey, the middleware. And I'm proud to say that we launched it. The beta ran for 6 months. We did some couple of disbursements. We went live in May, in the midst of the pandemic in NCR, right? Happy to say that both on disbursements and insurance, we are like, the uptake is like really big. So let's say we have, 100 customer base. I think the penetration percentage right now is 12% over, which means all the employees on the platform, it's a pull-based product. The interest has already been shown. We are now, so we didn't plan this kind of aggressive growth very early, but now we are planning on getting more credit lines and getting more insurance partners. So in talking about the financial product launches, we have got lending, we have got insurance full-fledged on, we have got a payout engine, we have got a lot of these tax declaration options, PPS, NPS, live. You even have got tax saving options live. Cards is what we are launching in early October, expense cards, salary cards, and that's where we are in the journey. So, but again, when I say insurance, I mean retail, group, life, health. So, I mean, you got the genesis, right? We are covering a lot and all that in like while building the HRMS business alongside.
Absolutely, that sounds like a really interesting thing, and definitely like within embedded finance, particularly like talking about India, like right now, like we do not have many such names to kind of look up to, and like in that particular space, like if you're building such an interesting product and and bringing out these kind of interesting financial services, definitely I think this is something that should definitely catch up.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So with that, interestingly, we come towards the final part of our episode where what we do is we have this fun segment where whoever comes out as a guest, they have to try and summarize their understanding of embedded finance in just 30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds. It's less.
30 seconds, yes.
Let me make an attempt.
Put on my timer and you will just have 30 seconds and your time starts now.
So embedded finance to me is creative destruction on the financial aspect, right? It can be about maybe having a payment while you're taking a ride, or for us in our case, it can be for an employee who never got access to financial solutions over a tap of his app, and it is payroll right now. For a SME, it can be on his accounting software. But the idea is that we are breaking some generations of traditional financial businesses to offer something very on his plate through innovation, and that's where embedded finance is.
Awesome. You were very,
Did I miss the timing?
Yes,
or...
very close. It was like 32, 33 seconds, something like that. But that's still the good thing is we want people to kind of put it their own and in 30 seconds, whatever the best that they can come with. And I think that was really interesting from your perspective as well, from Zimyo's standpoint as well. So thank you so much, Mayank, for being a part of this episode. And
thank you for inviting me, Amit. It's a pleasure to be here, and I mark some of your words that there are not many people being looked upon to, and I really wish Zimyo is one of the companies. Likewise for us, which can be one company we want to look up to in this EF space.
Absolutely. Likewise, the feeling was mutual. So with that, we come to the end of the episode, and thank you so much for everyone who watched us, and make sure to subscribe to our channel. We are always doing a lot of these community focused events, and we have other things that's going on with Zwitch. Make sure to follow us, and also check out Zimyo, a platform which is here to kind of redefine the way HR tech space has been seen so far in India. And wishing you all the very best, Mayank, for that. And we'll be very happy to see when that happens, and we'll be the first. Mayank was once part of this particular show. He was with us.
We are also looking up to Zwitch to make, as you said, the companies, the organizations to look up to. And what I personally believe, what you're doing is phenomenal. There are going to be a lot of embedded finance startups who are going to need your support to make it big out. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mayank.
Great.
Okay. All right. Take care.
Bye.